Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all are well. Today we'll talk about COP26. COP26, let's first understand what is COP26. So it stands for Conference of the Parties, and here 26 represents the 26th meeting. So basically it is 26th Conference of the Parties. Now here word parties refers to 197 nations that agreed to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change at a meeting in 1992. So the idea is कि 1992 में एक मीटिंग हुई थी जहाँ पर 197 nations ने एग्री किया था to the United Nations Framework Convention on the Climate Change. Alright. So in that year, in 1992, United States and obviously some other countries ratified the treaty to combat dangerous human interferences with climate system, and they also pledged to make efforts to stabilize levels of greenhouse gas emissions in the atmosphere. You already know that what are greenhouse gases, but let's discuss them briefly. So basically, greenhouse gases are the heat trapping gases. Alright, and these greenhouse gases mainly include carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide, and also water vapors. So now this year, this is the 26th time countries have gathered under the convention. Therefore, it is being called as COP26. So in this meeting, top officials, diplomats, and activists met to set new targets to cut the carbon emissions basically from burning coal, oil and gas that are obviously heating the planet. And if we talk about where is this meeting taking place, so these meetings are being held in the Scottish city of Glasgow, and around 20,000 to 25,000 attendees are to be expected at the event. And also a very renowned climate activist Greta Thunberg also attended the conference. Now here it is important to mention, and it is also important to remember, that November 6, 2021 has been designated the Global Day for Climate Justice. And for that, the climate advocacy groups are expecting about 1 lakh protesters. So now this COP26 is being regarded as a very important event. It is being regarded as make or break, because the climate scientists believe that this is last chance to keep the 1.5 degrees Celsius target in reach. And that is obviously what makes COP26 crucially important. So if we briefly look at the history and we talk about the first COP, so the first COP was held in Berlin in 1995. मतलब कि 1992 में जो 197 नेशंस हैं उन्होंने साइन किया था यूनाइटेड नेशंस कन्वेंशन ऑन क्लाइमेट चेंज, एंड देन फर्स्ट कॉप वाज हेल्ड इन बर्लिन इन 1995. So it was being regarded as a milestone in the history of climate activism, as it set stage for Kyoto Protocol 2 years later. मतलब 1997 में Kyoto Protocol बनाया गया था, जिसके तहत इंडस्ट्रियलाइज्ड कंट्रीज़ पे ये प्रेशर डाला गया था कि they should reduce their carbon emissions. The idea is that Kyoto Protocol required wealthy and industrialized nations to curb emissions, but there was only inclusion of the industrialized nations, and the inclusion of only the industrialized states became the reason for the failure of Kyoto Protocol, because the then US President George W. Bush rejected it, stating the fact that it did not require China, India and some other emerging economies to curtail the carbon emissions, which became the reason that Kyoto Protocol failed. But then in 2015, Paris Climate Agreement was reached. Paris Climate Agreement was adopted by the world nations, and it is actually a legally binding international treaty under which countries agreed to keep global temperature to well below 2 degrees Celsius, while still aiming to keep it 1.5 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial levels. But then obviously to achieve that target, there is need to achieve net zero emissions by 2050. So basically, Paris Climate Agreement was reached with the consensus of all countries. All nations of the world acknowledged that anthropogenic factors are responsible for the rapid and abnormal climate change. So at the Paris Climate Agreement, it was decided that each country should come up with its own action plan, which was called as the nationally determined contributions, under which they could take measures such as protecting environment by refraining from deforestation or switching to renewable energy sources. All right, but then when all the nations came up with their climate action plan, then those pledges obviously fall short of the set goal, and by 2030 they would lead to global emission cut off less than 1% by 2030. मतलब कि उन्होंने जो अपना एक्शन प्लान हर कंट्री ने अपना जब आगे रखा, अपने प्लेजेस आगे रखे, तो दोज प्लेजेस वर नॉट इनफ. उन प्लेजेस से सिर्फ इतना होगा कि देयर विल बी ओनली 1% रिडक्शन इन द कार्बन इमिशंस बाय 2030, जबकि जो थ्रेशोल्ड टेम्परेचर है 1.5 डिग्री सेल्सियस जो कि क्लाइमेट साइंटिस्ट ने सेट किया है एज अ गोल, उसको रीच करने के लिए देयर शुड बी एनुअल रिडक्शन ऑफ 7% इन द कार्बन इमिशंस. मतलब कि एनुअली जो है ग्लोबल लेवल पे 7% तक जो है कार्बन इमिशन रिडक्शन होना चाहिए, तब जाकर, और ये गोल है 2030 तक का, और अगर ये अचीव हो जाता है तभी जाकर जो है दे विल बी एबल टू मेंटेन ग्लोबल टेम्परेचर्स एट 1.5 डिग्री सेल्सियस. जैसा कि एज एन एग्जांपल लास्ट ईयर जब लॉकडाउन था, ठीक है, थ्रू आउट द वर्ल्ड, मतलब सारे कंट्रीज़ में ऑलमोस्ट, तो लास्ट year when industries were locked down due to pandemic, then an annual emission cut of 6% was recorded. So basically this is suggestive of the fact that world nations are required to do more to reach 7% reduction of the global emissions annually. So basically it is suggestive of the fact that global level पे ज़्यादा effort होना चाहिए in order to avoid the climate catastrophe. जैसा कि UN General Assembly UN Secretary said that unless there are immediate, rapid and large scale reduction in greenhouse gas emissions, we will be unable to limit global heating to 1.5 degrees Celsius, and the consequences will be catastrophic. So moreover, Paris Climate Agreement requires countries to come back every 5 years with renewed goals and pledges, and this round of renewed NDCs is really considered as the last chance to keep the 1.5 degrees target in reach. And that is obviously what makes COP26 crucially important, and obviously this suggests that collective effort is required, especially from the biggest emitters such as US, China, Russia, and many other countries as well. And now if we talk about who is attending COP26, so about 130 heads of state and governments are attended COP26, including President Joe Biden and the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. But Xi Jinping of China, Jair Bolsonaro of Brazil, and Vladimir Putin, they did not attend in person, for which they were obviously criticized. Other than the heads of state and heads of government, the conference will be attended by the thousands of diplomats from nearly 200 countries, and then there are some business leaders and academic experts and activists, including climate activist Greta Thunberg. So obviously it is a very important event. So now we will talk about the main takeaways from COP26. We'll start with it कि बेसिकली वहाँ पे काफ़ी सारे कंसर्न्स शो किए गए फ्रॉम डिफरेंट कंट्रीज़ कि the challenges faced in curbing rapid climate change are enormous, and there is lack of will from the biggest emitters such as China and Russia. और इसके अलावा China, Russia and Australia failed to set new targets for carbon emissions this decade. और जो उनकी already announced goals और targets हैं that are considered to be too weak goals. So the idea is that China, Russia and Australia have failed to set new targets for carbon emissions this decade, and announced ones are those that scientists consider too weak goals. or if we talk about India, then India pledged to increase the use of renewable energy, except for coal, because it said that coal is the main source of India's electricity. Therefore, it could remain a large part of India's energy mix. But on the optimistic side, India pledged to meet a target of net zero emissions by 2070. And now, if we talk about Brazil, then Brazilian president Brazil pledged to cut emissions up to 50%. However, this was deemed to be a very unrealistic goal of Brazil, and the observers remain skeptical about Brazil keeping its promises. On which the Brazilian president reacted, saying that Brazil was never part of the problem, it has always been a part of the solution. इसके अलावा जो एक important step लिया गया, that was कि wealthy and rich countries allocated money to help poor and vulnerable nations to cope with the adverse impacts of climate change that obviously they have done little to cause. तो वहाँ पर बेसिकली जो है क्लाइमेट फाइनेंस की बात की गई, जो कि developing countries as well as the poor countries need that finance, not just to reduce emissions but also to adapt to the climate crisis, such as improving their early warning systems for storms and floods, or creating global carbon markets, and to protect their environment, to protect nature, and in order to reduce their methane emissions, and also help in coal phase out, and also to develop clean energy projects. इसके अलावा world leaders agreed on a deal to end deforestation, and this world leaders including US President Joe Biden and Xi Jinping also signed the Glasgow Leaders Declaration on Forest and Land Use. Moreover, Biden pledged to cut global emissions of methane by 30% by 2030, and this was also accepted, followed by other countries as well, and almost 100 countries have set the target to cut methane emissions 30% by 2030. इसके अलावा Glasgow Breakthrough Agenda was placed. It is actually a plan to coordinate the introduction of clean technologies that includes obviously clean electricity and the use of electric vehicles. And if we talk about the African countries, then the African countries placed their plan to spend at least $6 billion a year in their effort to adapt to climate crisis, and they also called on to the rich nations to help to provide amount of $2.5 billion a year for the next 5 years in order to enable them to be able to meet these set goals and objectives. So these were some very important takeaways from the COP26. Now it is important to know that the goal of the meeting is that all countries must commit to cutting emissions faster and deeper than they already are doing, because there is and also there is an expectation from the wealthy countries that they will significantly finance the vulnerable countries in order to help them to adapt to climate crisis and combat the climate change at their level, and also help the developing countries to build economies that do not depend on the fossil fuels. So the entire idea of COP26 revolves around the fact that basically countries have less than 10 years to reduce emissions enough to keep the planet below 1.5 degrees of warming. So if the world leaders don't commit now, then it will be too late. So the world leaders must take serious actions to combat the climate change and avoid the climate catastrophe. So this was all about it. Now we'll discuss another topic in our next video. I hope it helped. If it helped, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.